Jack, fuck. As you can see, I have been off of my channel here lately, and the main part of the main reason I've been away for is because I've changed rooms that my studio's in here, and I've also, this is my media room, and I have been constructing these shelves to rehouse my DVD and Blu-ray collection. Believe it or not, my DVD and Blu-ray collection has been in folders for probably the past 3 or 4 years because I just simply didn't have the space, and the only way to keep growing my collection was to take them out of their cases, box them up, store them, and put the movies in the folders, which isn't the best way to store them just because of scratching and excessive removal. And one of the main reasons I couldn't stand it after a while is you think, well, you have these folders, it'd be easier to access your content, but it's really not. The folders I have were these big folders. They're heavy. You had to pull them off shelves and then flip through them and find something. And mine they were basically grouped in alphabetical order, but I had stuff all over the place because I have so many DVDs and TV sets and Blu-ray and TV sets and all kinds of things. The only things that I were keeping in the boxes were stuff like Criterion, Kino, and my most important stuff, the stuff I absolutely did not want to box up, the things I did want to display and had a small amount of space to display them. But now you see I have a lot more space, but I still don't have enough space for all my stuff. I mean, I've got a lot of stuff out now, but it's not nearly all my collection. I'm trying my best. I've got most of the Blu-rays up there. Most of the Blu-rays I have are up here, and plus they're going to be in another room. And there's some off screen here, which is my steelbook collection, and there's more box set DVD box sets down on the bottom, and the 4Ks are up there as well. But also, if you've noticed, I've changed up a few other things here. I got one of these mic boom stands here for my table. It just kind of, the other one was just like just a regular kind of mic stand. It was a little short mic stand, something it'd be great to use for like the kick drum on a trap set, your drum set, your bass drum. It would be great to use for that, but this is cleaner. I can move it around a little bit. I can kind of get it here. It looks more professional. But, on this side of the case is this is probably what you can see the most in this area. These are just a mixture of my Blu-ray and DVD box sets and TV sets. It's a little bit of everything here. And all around the room is just movies, and behind you can't see. I also have, these are my Laserdisc shelves. I have a couple of Laserdisc shelves. I probably got in the neighborhood of 12 to 1,500 Laserdiscs. It's really about all I really want to have in the Laserdisc department, because they're if you've dealt with vinyl records are a pain in the butt to move around. If you've never had any laserdiscs are a lot heavier. They're thicker and they're heavier. I think they're heavier. I've never actually weighed one, but I'm positive they're a lot heavier. And they're just, if I ever have to move out of this house, it's gonna be a big job, because you're gonna have to put them in small containers and have a bunch of them, because you don't want to try to carry like a big bunch of them at once. You're going to break your back on them, even if you're a young man, and I'm not. So, and I also got my books over here. I got some of my books. The other books are in another room, and one of my other rooms is going to house it. It's got another shelf of DVDs, and I'm going to have another large shelf for the Blu-rays, to finish up putting the Blu-rays on, and to have expansion space, because basically in here, I don't have any expansion space. I've filled it up for the most part. There's a couple of gaps in there for the specialty things, Criterion and Kino and some other specialty discs. I have a few gaps here, but for the most part, I'm going to have to rely on another shelf system. So it really sucks my space. I just don't, this is a big house I'm in, but I just don't have a lot of space for my own stuff. But yeah, I just wanted to make sure I get back on here and didn't have too large of a gap between videos. It's been a pretty good one. I'm gonna start trying to do them weekly and try to start bringing you actual reviews instead of me just bull crapping all the time. And especially since I'm kind of got everything normalized now. I got my TV in front of me and I got a better space to watch TV. I've got a 65-inch OLED, and and before I was watching TV on my old LED, and my new OLED was in my bedroom, so I finally got those swapped around so I can actually watch my good TV, watch all my movies on the good TV. And if you don't have an OLED, they're just spectacular. I got an LG OLED, a 2020 model, and it's just the most beautiful TV I've ever really seen. And just the technology, and it's amazing. And we just everybody's been going through, the lockdowns and things like that don't really bother me too much. But the one thing I was going to talk about on this video before I get off here, I'm going to try to make it short, and hopefully I might make another video or kind of a room tour after I've got a few things to clean up in this room, and I'm still working on folders and still working on DVDs, getting them back into their cases. And the one thing that I wanted to talk about a little bit was, everything that's going on in the media these days. And I'm talking about pop media, entertainment media. A lot of things we appreciate, and I appreciate and have appreciated, and kind of been a part of my personality for years, as far as movies and TV and other mediums, comic books, everything in general. The thing that I feel like it's been under attack for the past 10 years. And I don't know if this is purposely done, but I don't know if it's just an attack on toxic masculinity. People throw that crap out like that. I don't know if it's supposed to be an attack on that. So, mostly the industry's male driven. Comic books, it's male driven. So we got to attack that, or it's more of a coordinated effort, maybe from a higher power, to actually destroy American pop culture, since American pop culture is such a driving force throughout the world. So many other cultures emulate the American pop culture scene, and everywhere emulates American pop culture scene. So you destroy the heart of America, and you're destroying America, and that's what I see. I see, and being like in the conspiratorial realm, I don't like being like this. I just think we got a lot of idiots out there that just follow anything, and they just get on board with these stupid mantras to think that they're saving the world, and they're really destroying it, and they just don't understand it. But it's just every aspect of the entertainment industry has been under attack, and it's just going to crap. And we just lose things day after day. All the stuff happening, especially with Disney here lately, and it just don't make any sense. These companies have become evil. It's just, and I've always felt that corporations were pretty much evil anyways. But I mean, some of these corporations, if this is Disney, for God's sake, I mean, they're out there to make money. Any corporation just trying to make money is going to be like this. But it's just become a ridiculous world. I kind of like to make another video later on, maybe talking a little bit more about this. But for now, I need to kind of focus on doing the reviews, doing some older movie reviews and things, and older television reviews, and just television reviews in general, because this is because that's the only good media that we have left out here, is going back and reviewing some of this old stuff, because there's nothing new that's really been that great. I mean, there is some new stuff here and there that's good, but it's just not what it used to be. It's all got to be full of woke content and all this nonsense that, I've always liked the anime, and anime's always been full of strong female characters. They've always been female character driven a lot of times, and it don't make sense, the kind of stuff they're trying to put out. It's just bad here. Batwoman, it's just horrible content. It's just forcing the subject matter instead of developing a strong female character and having new. They're just taking old properties and IPs and just destroying them, trying to turn them in, trying to turn, a masculine character into a female. You just can't switch those roles so easily, and they're just purposely destroying purposely destroying the media and the pop culture industry. It just sucks. I'm really tired of it. I want things to go back the way they were. I don't think they ever will go back the way that they were in this climate. Anyways, it's just crazy. Well, I guess you guys are tired of hearing me rant and rave, so I don't know. What do you guys think about that? I guess when I first started this, I wasn't going to say this, like, share, and subscribe. I don't do Twitter. I have I have personal Twitter accounts, but I don't have a Twitter account under Low IQ Media, and that's just how I want it. I don't like Twitter. I've never liked Twitter. I joined Twitter a long time ago when it was brand new, and it was just, I hated the format. I still hate the format. To me, it's not confusing necessarily. I can understand how to use it. It's just stupid. I remember joining it a long time ago because somebody was talking about it on a talk radio show, and I thought, well, I'm gonna check that out. It was before it even got popular. It got popular a couple years later, and it just kind of went crazy. And I don't do, I still have my personal accounts like on Facebook, but I don't use them. I don't think I've posted on Facebook for over a year. I just have no interest in posting on there. I just don't like it. It feels weird. It's just a weird thing. I just don't like validation like that. I don't want validation through a fucking fake media. Well, I'm gonna get off here this time, and hope you guys like this video. Thank you, everybody, for watching this video. I apologize, my phone rang at the very end. I had to cut the clip off at the very end there, but here's some video at the very end here to kind of document the winter weather we had here in Kentucky. This is after we had a few inches of snow on top of probably a couple inches of ice. So thanks for joining the channel. Thank you.